Alright guys, I'd say welcome back, but I don't think any of you actually left, or if that anyone who had the brains to do so wouldn't have buggered off anyway and not come back. So here we're going to be introduced to our recurring foe who's going to sick a boss on us right now. And the boss appears to be some sort of three-headed, I don't know, Taoist sage or something. Buggered if I know. Who causes rock spikes to launch up out of the ground in an attempt, and what I can only assume is to impale your ass. And if you think I'm being unjustly homoerotic with that amount, wait till you see the fight against the actual boss who sicked him on us. Believe me, I'm not. It's a very short first stage for this area, or first sub-stage, I guess. Got more of a cyberpunk theme going in this particular stage. Well, more so than usual, we've got conveyor belts and industrial spikes and yeah, me fucking up and not being bothered to re-record that. Bit of acrobatic, bullshit here. It's one of the few places you actually need it. Which is good because pretending you're a calisthenics expert in a factory is seldom a good career move. It's usually very good it's usually very good for your physician, for your physiotherapist, and very good for the profits your insurance company will be making off your premiums, but it's less than optimum. And here you see yet another example of me just not giving a fuck. I know I get my health refilled at the end of the stage. I know that's the only real dangerous part of the stage, part aside from here, where we're leaping over what appear to be half-finished statues with laser traps mounted on the front. So I'm going to give that 10 points for creativity and 0 for fairness, because they have the dodgiest hitboxes you will ever fucking see in this game. And again, yeah, I know I get to the end of the level, I get my health refilled, I'm abusing the hell out of save states, I don't care at this point. We got more of our Samurai Showdown lookalikes. You'll notice the recurring enemy who sicked the boss on us right at the beginning of this video looks an awful lot like Genjuro from Samurai Showdown, so it's not just a one-off resemblance. You're actually meant to leap up off the screwdriver type rotating things there. I couldn't be fucked. I took the shortcut up. All I had to do was hold down one button. It seemed much easier at the time. Now we've got yet another stage boss, which, as with all of them, there's a stupid trick to it. When it opens up, you whack it with your sword. This is far from the most original gimmick. In fact, it's probably the most basic in the entire game, and it really doesn't... there's not even any challenge to it. You just sit there and beat the damn thing till it stops moving. That pickup up the top there is actually a trap. I'm going to abuse the hell out of the AI here and use shurikens for a bit, because frankly I don't want to have to I'm a goddamn ninja in this. I'm not fighting any fairer than I have to, ever. And considering how dumb the AI is in many sections of this game, ever is a fairly rare thing. You can get away with basically lying, cheating and stealing your way out of a fair fight in damn near every situation. It's bloody useful. Of course, it makes the game a lot easier than I think it was actually intended to be, which, I'm not going to complain about. I'm a save stating whore, but actual difficulty purists will fear it. And here is En Mikoshi, the actual bosses. Well, this is actually one of the more interesting boss fights, even if it continues the theme of giant mecha type things that look vaguely like they're borrowing from Sengoku era Japan. Vaguely, very vaguely. This one's actually, again, it's only vulnerable under... I hadn't actually worked out when it was vulnerable when I started doing this video, but it's only vulnerable when that orb drops down and you can actually keep hitting it. You've got to dodge or stay out of the way of the circling tendrils of lightning, I guess you'd call them. They look an awful lot like somebody turned a Tesla coil loose, but anyway. So yeah, we're going to stand here and we're just going to beat the hell out of it. The bosses in this game are actually quite easy once you peg the pattern. If you fuck up and get the pattern wrong, expect to be in for a world of hurt. And that's, again, me abusing the hitboxes of the game that don't entirely correspond to the model. And I don't think it was intentional. So we're just going to stand here and we're going to beat the hell out of it one more time. And hope that's enough to kill it, because I'm starting to run out of time. Guess not. So we're going to run short on time. So when you can actually destroy these ones really easy. It saves having to actually work. And thank God it decided to drop, then I don't know how much more of this I could have taken. So yeah, pretty crappy commentary, pretty crappy level actually. It's one of the least fun in the entire game. So we'll be back in a minute with stage 3, which is Violated Heavens. Continuing the disturbingly homoerotic theme of this game.